All right, what I should have said. Oh, here we go. Number one, hey, Billy Casper tits. I'm loving the body shame here, people. I'm doing it to myself. I need this. I have a story from childhood that has stayed with me to this day, and I wish I had said something. I was about 12 years old and was with my older brother and his friends, who were both in high school. We all went to the movies to see something. I don't remember what movie because my memory is blinded by rage, the rage of something that happened at the theater. I got an icy frozen drink and some candy before the movie. During the movie, I finished the drink at one point and put the empty cup under my chair until the end of the movie. My brother and his friends were sitting to my right, and a family was to my left. At the end of the movie, I stood up with my group and began to shuffle out of the theater. I felt someone poke me in the back. It wasn't the kind of poke like, excuse me. It was pretty hard, and I knew right away it was someone being aggressive. It felt more like, hey, motherfucker, kind of poke in my shoulder. I turned around and saw it was the father of the family who was sitting next to me. He was holding the empty cup I had accidentally left under my chair. Oh, this guy looked like if Roger Goodell was an impotent used car salesman. He had cargo shorts, white New Balances, accountant glasses, stupid colored golf polo shirt, and a clinging to Scrap's comb over. Oh, dude, if a man has a comb over, you've already won the exchange. He shoved the cup into my chest and said, here, your mom isn't here to pick up after you. I was a pretty polite kid, and I always tried to be respectful and clean up after myself. I had just forgotten about the cup. Simple mistake, right? I was so surprised and slightly humiliated that a stranger would do that, especially to a kid. I just took the cup and walked off. But to this day, I really wish I had said something like, you know what? I'm going to let you hold on to that, you fucking Janet Reno-looking cheese dick. It would have been satisfying to throw the cup right back into his face, too. But alas, I did nothing. I hope he has ass cancer. The end. Well, listen, there's a lot of victory in this. The guy has a comb over. He's such a small person that he does that to he does that to a kid. That's not a happy guy. He was taking out the dissatisfaction he has in his own life on you. And that's what a lot of people who do shit like that are doing. I bet to this day you still feel that poke in the back like it just fucking happened, if you're anything like me. All right, number two. Hey, Billy Rednuts. A few years ago, I was at 7-Eleven. There was a homeless guy sitting outside. It was the middle of the winter and freezing cold. So I went inside, got myself a cup of coffee and a cup of coffee for the homeless guy. I went out and handed it to him. I walked away feeling good about myself for doing the right thing. Just then, the homeless guy yelled at me, "What, no sugar?" I was stunned and kept walking. I wish I said, "Go fuck yourself, you miserable cunt." Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Remember there was this guy just out of his mind on something. He was sitting near, I was doing a spot at Stand Up New York, and I put some change into his cup. And I walked about 5 paces, and I just heard the sound of change being thrown down the sidewalk, and he just goes, "Fuck yeah!" I think he yelled "fuck you" as he threw the change back at me. But he was also, fucking out of his mind on whatever he was on. So it happens. Yeah, what, no sugar? Yeah, what, no job? Only people inside get sugar. Become a productive member of society, then you get a little treat in your coffee. All of that shit comes to you. But at the end of the day, dude, it's a homeless person. Could be somebody with mental issues because they've shut down all the nut houses and they have a hot cup of coffee in their hand. You don't want to stir them up. You wait till you get in your car and then roll down the passenger window as you drive by, yell some shit, but you're driving so fast because you're a coward. All you hear is, That's how it's done. All right. Oh, God, this person used a word. I don't even know how to say it. Pronunciation. Here we B-A-N-A-L. Hello, Banal Bill. B-A-N-A. Jesus Christ. B-A-N-A-L. Pronunciation. Here we go. Let's all learn something, shall we? Come on.
Banal.
The fuck does it mean? That doesn't sound like something good. Lacking originality, freshness, or novelty. Trite. All right. Hello, Banal Bill. That's you know what? This is the most educated way I've ever been called a hack. I don't disagree. All right. The past year was my first year of college. So during the pandemic, my school had very strict rules about how many people you can have in your room. One night, me and my 2 roommates decided to play some beer pong. About 5 minutes into playing, a campus officer walks into our room without knocking. Whoa. This asshole cop walked in like he was about to make a drug bust. Instantly, he starts to opening drawers and cabinets. Then he says, open up the fridge, buddy. I responded with, do you have the right to search my fridge? The cop says, are you a first-year law student or something? I still lay awake thinking about things I could have responded with. No, I'm not, but you're definitely not, you fucking rent-a-cop. You're not even a real cop. I should have said something, are you a first-year rent-a-cop or something? That's even better. Thanks for the laugh, Bills. Hey, dude, the next time somebody just comes walking in like that, you have every right to say, you can't say fuck, though, because then they'll get you on that. Get back outside and knock, or I'm going to report you. You can't just walk in. Well, actually find out if they can or not. It's not too late to file a complaint. It's kind of a bitchy thing to do, but who knows? I mean, what if that was like, would he do that with women? I don't know. That guy sounds like a fucking character in a comedy. And the whole crowd's rooting for you to try and get him back somehow. All right. What do we got here? I got to get on with the fucking day here. Almost dropped the laptop there. What I shouldn't have said. Oh, here we go. We got a new one. What you were just listening to is what I should have said. If you have a situation where somebody said something to you and you didn't fucking think of anything to say until like a fucking month later, those are the what I should have said. I unplugged my fucking headphones here. But if you actually gave into your urge and then you said it and dealt with the ramifications, that becomes a what I shouldn't have said. All right. Dear Billy Boston Burns, I've enjoyed the what I should have said recently, and I thought I'd throw out a story of something that maybe I shouldn't have said. This was around 15 years ago. I was in my early 20s, and my girlfriend had gotten VIP concert tickets to see Christina Aguilera. Every note. I'm going to show you every note on the scale, every other line. The kind, you are beautiful. The kind where you get to go backstage and meet them. All that bullshit. Holy shit. At the time, I was a major Bob Dylan fan. He just does one note. Still am, but I was a bit of an asshole about it back then. Total music snob. Oh, all right. And they should do a duet. Bob Dylan and Christina Aguilera. You know, just two different minimalist style versus over the top. As I was mad that I had to go watch Christina Aguilera when literally any one of my girlfriend's mates would have generally enjoyed it. Yeah, but I'm fucking around with it. But she can actually sing. She doesn't have bad songs. They're pop songs, but for what they are, they're good, right? But no, drag the reluctant boyfriend along. That's female logic, right? Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what they do. What? I thought you'd enjoy it. It's like, do I bring you to a football game? So we're backstage after the show and standing in a long line of people when people that Christina is walking along, shaking hands and posing for photos with her nose turned up and pulling this face like she shouldn't have to breathe the same air as these people. She gets to my girlfriend, shakes her hand, and takes a photo. Christina then holds her hand out to me, and quick as a flash, I wave it off and tell her, that's okay, I'm not a fan. Oh my God, dude, you said that? To be fair, Christina, she couldn't give a fuck and moved on, but her bodyguard behind her was dying to laugh and gave me a little nod as he passed. Dude, I don't know, this sounds like all victory here. The story, I thought, all right, your girlfriend has to have a bad reaction to this. The story always gets a laugh with my mates, but the older I get, the more I think maybe I should have just been polite. I was at her show, after all, so why be a dick? That was me in my 20s, thinking I knew better than the rest of the world, the know-it-all young Englishman. Such is life. Well, you know what? You also you know that about yourself. It happens. Guess what, buddy? You are beautiful no matter what they say. That's all right. Everybody says douchey things sometimes. Sometimes.